World Health Organization defined health in its broader sense as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. In acupuncture, we say that health is a state of being balanced or harmonized emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Do you agree? Can you say that you are in good health? Nobody? Yeah, sometimes. What role does meditation play in health? In the most common understanding, meditation calms the mind and helps to keep a peaceful state of mind in daily activities. Some say it is one of the great ways to live a peaceful life by reducing stress, enhancing concentration, and developing our inner power. Sotaesan, the founding master of Won Buddhism, said about seated meditation that it is the basic form of meditation. As a rule, seated meditation is a practice that, in the mind, calms deluded thoughts and manifests the true nature. It is also a method that, in the body, causes the fire energy to descend and the water energy to ascend. As deluded thoughts are calmed, the water energy will ascend. As the water energy ascends, the deluded thoughts will be calmed. Consequently, one's body and mind will remain serene in perfect harmony, and both spirit and energy will be refreshed. Here, Sotaesan described how meditation benefits mind and body as well. Recently, I read an article titled "Moral in the Morning" from the magazine Scientific American Mind. It says, as the day wears on, we become less ethical. Most of us strive to do the right thing when faced with difficult decisions. A new study suggests that our moral compass is more reliable when we face those decisions in the morning rather than late in the day. In a series of studies at Harvard University and at the University of Utah, 327 men and women participated in the task to solve math problems, some of which were impossible. Knowing they would be paid 5 cents for each solved problem, they reported their own scores, giving them an opportunity to lie and thus receive more money. The people who participated in the afternoon sessions in all the experiments were more likely to cheat than those who took part in the morning sessions. Ethical decisions often require self-control, which past research has found to be dependent on the body's energy stores, much like muscle. If it is heavily taxed, it eventually becomes exhausted. This study suggests that even the regular activities of daily life can deplete these resources. It also hints that sleep is crucial for rebuilding moral muscle. Indeed, previous research shows that sleep deprivation hampers ethical decision-making. So if you are faced with an ethical dilemma, you may want to save your pondering for the morning after a good night's sleep. Okay. I would say that after a good night's sleep, if you have a good meditation in the morning, you will be more powerfully ethical and healthy as well. This article reminds of me the time when in my life, when I was studying acupuncture and oriental medicine, I was wondering how our mind and body influence each other. In other words, I was looking for a more comprehensive understanding of the relationship of mind and body to meditation, and also to deepen my experience and knowledge of Qi. Qi, often translated as energy, but is not enough. Qi tells about physical and spiritual, emotional energy. Qi is a vital force that nourishes both body and spirit. Qi is composed of two complementary energies, the water energy and the fire energy. Although they are constantly rising and falling within us, the idea is to keep them in balance. When the mind becomes disturbed, the fire energy rises and consumes Qi, making us mentally and physically exhausted. By focusing on lower abdomen, as you know, a single spot, below the navel, of about 3 fingers, your finger, 3 fingers below the navel, called danzhen, dantian in Chinese, we can lead the water energy to rise and calm down the mind. When I was working in the Manhattan Won Buddhist temple about 10 years ago, the cover page of Time magazine showed a beautiful woman meditating on the dry, cracked ground. The title of the issue was The Science of Meditation, subtitled New Age Mumbo-Jumbo, not for millions of Americans who meditate for health and well-being. Here's how it works. There was an illustration of the human brain and the changes of brain activities during meditation. As a result, our meditation class for beginners class for the month was filled with a lot of people. Science approves and confirms the benefits of meditation, and people become more interested in and more serious about meditation practice. Now, it is said that meditation benefits physical well-being as well as mental well-being. Science found these physical benefits from meditation. For example, deep rest, as measured by decreased metabolic rate, low heart rate, and reduced workload of the heart, decreased high blood pressure, improved flow of air to the lungs, resulting in easier breathing, This has been very helpful for asthma patients. Younger biological age, on standard measures of aging, long-term meditation practitioner more than 5 years measured 12 years younger than their chronological age. And some psychological benefits, such as harmony of brain wave activity in different parts of the brain, is associated with greater creativity, improved moral reasoning, and higher IQ, decreased depression, improved learning ability and memory, increased self-actualization, increased concentration, increased feelings of vitality and rejuvenation, increased happiness, increased emotional stability. Traditionally, the Eastern world has considered the human body and mind as one, not two. Moreover, Sotaesan, the founding master of Won Buddhism, said, "Our body is the vehicle that contains our mind." This view requires us to treat our mind and body as the unitary entity functioning in complete harmony and balance. It is also said that the human body is a miniature of the universe because the operating system of the human body reflects the universal principles of the physical world. A clear understanding of our body can make it possible to approach the truth of the universe as well. For me, the most critical issue throughout my own spiritual search as a Won Buddhist minister has been the connection of body and mind. This brought me to study acupuncture and Oriental medicine. During my study, I realized that the most common symptoms, such as headache, insomnia, stomach upset, are related to stress or emotional problems. Likewise, when our body suffers from illness or pain, our mind becomes depressed or agitated. The cause of disease in Oriental medicine are usually divided into internal, external, and others. Internal causes include emotions such as anger, joy, sadness, worry, fear, or shock. Emotions are a natural part of being a human, and we cannot escape being sad, angry, or worried sometimes. The emotions only become causes of disease when they are particularly intense, and most of all, when they are prolonged over a long period of time, especially when they are not expressed or acknowledged. Everyone has anger sometimes, but if someone harbors anger toward another person for years, this emotion may become a cause of disease. Even we do not realize we have some emotional issue deep in our mind. For a long time, this may become more serious cause of disease. Since the body and mind form an integrated and inseparable unit, the emotions cannot only cause a disharmony, but they can also be caused by it. For example, a state of sadness over a long period of time may cause the lungs to become weak. On the other hand, if the lungs become weak through a lot of smoking or sedentary lifestyle, this may cause a state of sadness. In Eastern medicine, the interaction of body and mind causes illness. Each of the emotions has a particular effect on qi and affect a certain organ. For example, anger makes qi rise and affect the liver. Joy slows qi down and affects the heart. Worry and pensiveness knot qi and affect the spleen and stomach. Knot qi means qi does not flow smoothly. Sadness weakens, even dissolves qi and affects the lungs. Shock scatters qi and affects the kidneys and heart. And most of the emotions can, over a long period of time, give rise to fire. For this reason, someone who has suffered from emotional problems for a long time often shows signs of heat, such as red face, fever, red eyes, sore throat, thirst, restlessness, insomnia, constipation, headache, rapid pulse, and so on. There are examples in Eastern medicine of the interaction of the body and mind which causes disease. By knowing this, we can find more helpful ways of healing. Then treatment can be done, both mind and body. Meditation is one of the good healing modalities. I often suggest to my patients to practice meditation. It is truly effective. Then, what happens in meditation? Anyone experience? Rev?
Meditation affects change. Change is inevitable in all of us, just because we're alive, we're aging, or we're doing whatever we're doing. And meditation allows that change to be transformed in a healthy way. So that if we're overwhelmed, we're meditating, the change, instead of coming back at us and being sickness, will be transformed into a new approach.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, Sotaesan said, seated meditation is also a method that in the body causes the fire energy to descend and the water energy to ascend. As deluded thoughts are calmed, the water energy will ascend, and the water energy ascend, the deluded thoughts will be calmed. Consequently, one's body and mind will remain serene in perfect harmony, and both the spirit and energy will be refreshed. Again, meditation is a way to restore the body's qi to its natural balance. Qi follows the mind. When your mind rests on the single spot during meditation on the lower abdomen, about 3 fingers below the navel, qi moves to that place. You can lead the water energy to rise and calm down the mind. But it will not happen if your mind is wandering. I would say that meditation can truly be practiced when your mind and body are in the same place. I know it is easy to say, but never easy to practice. It takes years of practice, struggling time to time repeatedly. However, there is no other way. Just constantly be aware of and go back. Thank you.